anytime we see the black and red box, we know what we have. We know what we have to look forward to. But I'm making sure, because I had a Travis Scott the other day, and I refused it on consignment because I'd never had a Travis Scott before. But when I feel the box on this Jordan 1, this is just not the sturdiest box. The Travis Scott box that the guy brought by, it had a couple of things that were off, so I didn't keep them. But the first one was the fact that that box felt like doggone steel. It was sturdy, super sturdy. So if anybody knows anything about Travis Scott's and you've had a pair, tell me if that brown box, the high version, if that brown box is really as sturdy, the top and everything else, because you see how floppy that is? Anyway, not about the Travis Scott. It's about Air Jordan 1, Retro High OG, black, pine green, white, gem red. Now, we've had several versions of the Air Jordan 1 pine green to release and the pine green mid. This has not been very well received, but it did sell out in stores. So when I say that the Air Jordan 1 is kind of falling back a little bit, you just kind of, take it by ear. There's no resale value in this shoe though. So if you bought it and you thought you were going to flip it, there's no resale value in this shoe. So I hope you didn't do that. And if you did, that's on you. Sorry. Style code 555088030. Price is $170. That $10 increase actually does chip away and into the profits for a resale shoe. The UPC is a size 13. Is 193-654-038-557, and there's a 14 at the end. I am going to get up. We know automatically we should have a stamp on the inside. Boom. We have our stamp, but it's very blurred in 19/12/2001. I'm not sure if that's 12/2019 or not. It's blurred, so I can't really verify in that way, but I did get these from Foot Locker, as you can see by the stamp up here, not the stamp, but the sticker. But don't be fooled by this, because I saw a video where a guy was actually making these. People are getting tricky, man. So, you just have to be careful. Make sure if you get them from somebody and they said they got them from Foot Locker or something, that you have them send a receipt. So that way if you have to take them back, you can prove that this person did something stupid. But can't see the stamp, so I can't verify as far as authenticity is concerned by looking at our production date on here, but I will give you the production date for this model. Let me drop this top. I'm holding it. The paper is just white paper, and it does come with an additional set of shoestrings, but the shoestring has broken off of the shoe, and that's because they laced this model, and they probably popped it when they laced it at the Foot Locker. So you can't see, the shoestrings are tightly wound, which is one of the reasons that Travis Scott that I was talking about, one of the reasons I did refuse it is because even this thing is put in here, it's very tight. Every set of shoestrings on that Travis Scott, and the shoestrings are much thicker. Every one of them was kind of loose inside of the bag. That just gave me a big kind of, I'm not going to take this on consignment. It could have, messed up my reputation as well. But it does come with the red set of shoestrings, and there's the red on the tongue. Don't know why they did that. I don't understand. The pop of red makes it into a Christmas shoe. If you were a Celtics fan, this would have been perfect without this pop of red. They don't really need it here. I don't know why they did it. Anyway, let's go inside of the shoe. I'm going to angle that since it's such a big shoe, it can stay up there. And I'm going inside to the tag, and I'm giving you the dates of production. 09/18/19 to 11/18/19. Small code is XC, and it's made in China. And I wasn't sure about what this stamp was, so we can't verify it in that regard, but we can look down at our UPC that's in here. And that UPC should match up with our UPC that's on the box. Make sure your shoes are good to go. One of the things that I did look at, and I'm going to move the camera up closer, because there's something about the Travis Scotts that felt funny to me. And what I found is that Jordan 1s all have kind of this weird little stance when you sit them down flat on a table or on a flat surface. So let's get to the close-up so we can see what's popping with these. I actually do like these, man. Leather's not bad. It's not bad. It's okay. Let's get the top off. So this is the heel of the shoe. And there's something that I found odd. Now you see, when I push this, I'm going to move this over slightly. There's a little bit of a wobble. The Air Jordan 1 does not sit completely flat on a flat surface. Neither shoe. You see what I'm saying? Now this one's a little bit more sturdy, but particularly at the front is always off of the ground a little bit, so that's not it. With that Travis Scott, when I did this with that shoe, that thing was perfectly flat. I mean, it sat down on the table perfectly flat. And none of the Air Force Ones, not the Air Force Ones, but the Jordan 1s that I have, really sit flat like that. Now, I'm not certain about that, and that is a way for you to check authenticity. I'm not sure, man. So, you have to do all of your due diligence. And if you're sitting down and you're deciding to open up a store and you're going to be doing a lot of consignment, it's going to be up to you, man, to be really vigilant about that stuff. So I'm just making sure you get a close-up look at this pine green, and notice that this is not debossed into the leather, it's the patch. And that same type of patch that was on the black and satin that didn't do very well, this just doesn't look as good, man. It's not as clean looking to me. But maybe that's just me. It is what it is. I'm going to end it on this shot and wrap it up, and I'll see you guys on the next one.